Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Trizzy here, back again with another video. Real quick, I just want to preface this video and saying no way am I, hating on NBA 2K21 next gen. I'm just pointing out a couple glitches, a couple bugs, a couple problems in the game that I've noticed by playing it for a couple weeks now. I know a lot of guys are getting this game for Christmas break, a lot of guys are hopping on it soon. There's winter break coming up, so I'm just letting you guys know what the issues are that I see in the game. Also, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. We're dropping 2K content on the regular, so make sure you subscribe, stay down, put on those post notifications. The very first thing I have to say about 2K and the state of the game right now is anybody is making guys that are power forwards, 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", guards that can dunk, dribble, shoot, you name it, they can do it. Now, that being said, I'm not hating on this idea. This takes me back to 2K15 where, everyone's having fun. It was like an arcade game. However, this next-gen experience isn't like the experience you're used to on PS4 and the most decent 2Ks where it was like, more comp-based. All you got to do is either shoot, play make, dunk, defenders. In my opinion, this year especially, the lockdown build is a garbage build. There's no point of being a lockdown build because normally when you play lockdown, it's like, oh, I'm guarding this guy, he can't shoot, so I'm playing back. Or, I'm guarding this guy, he can shoot, but he can't dunk, he can't drive, so I'm gonna guard him on the 3-point line. But this year, it doesn't matter. You got guys that are 6'7", that are dribbling, shooting, dunking, no problem. So in my opinion, don't make a lockdown build. If you can't beat him, join him, make the same build. I think a lot of guys that are going to get this game for Christmas are going to end up making these more builds, the exact same build. So we probably are going to be seeing a lot more of these 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" builds. The idea of the city was a great idea. Yes, it is really big, and a lot of people like Agent00 have talked about the idea, how there's not a lot of guys in the session. However, personally, in my opinion, every time I've gone to a park, there's been games going on, especially with this game still coming out on Christmas. A lot of guys are going to get it in Christmas. That being said, a lot more guys are going to be in the game. Your parks will be even more filled. The city is indeed very big. I personally prefer NorthSide because, NsTrizzy. However, if you want to go to the stores, you got to skateboard across the entire map to get there. However, I guess that's what a lot of people wanted. They wanted that whole free roam, free walking idea back in 2K, so that's why they are doing this. One thing I did notice in this game, as you guys can see right here in this instant replay, my Maya player's hair is blonde. Right here, you guys can clearly see NsTrizzy00 is indeed blonde when it comes to the game. I always make him blonde for some reason in 2K. It's always like a ritual, start off with black hair. But right here, he has black hair. The top of his hair is blondish, but the side of his heads are still black. I don't know what's going on there, but that's been in the game. Even when I play my career, park, rec, 3v3 pro-am, 5v5 pro-am, he looks just like this. The top of his head is blonde and the side of his hair is black for some reason. But hey, that's okay. Back to the city, you guys can see right here, I'm using a skateboard, but you can't see the skateboard. This is a common glitch a lot of guys see. You cannot really see a skateboard, but that's okay, I guess. I mean, if you're not in the game for like perfect stuff, I just want to play basketball. So this skateboarding shouldn't even be a primary, concern. It shouldn't be a primary thing in the game. Oh, right there, you guys can see that man is riding an invisible bike. I cannot control that. It's pretty funny, but like I'm saying, there are, tiny glitches here or there. But you can get past those. This game is pretty fun. The skateboard is coded to jump every time you hop onto a curb or anything like that. Also, if you do get stuck, it is kind of a pain. There are times where you can't pull the skateboard because, you just did something. So, stuff like that is kind of a pain. Once you get past that, it's perfectly fine. Another thing that is annoying is when you do first spawn into a new city, or if you do just complete something, for example, going to your friend's session or something like that, you can't pull up the menu. You can bring out the menu by pressing options on PS5 or whatever, but you can't click anything. It's kind of like delayed. You gotta wait a good like a minute for those buttons to actually be pressable. Kind of annoying. You think we're on next gen, we shouldn't be having these problems. The point of next gen was, oh my god, the console's so much faster, but clearly that's not the case when it comes to 2K21. Next thing I want to talk about is a lot of guys are buying VC. The point of these guys that are on park right now, they've all bought VC. Yeah, sure, they have great wins. They have a lot of park wins. It's because they bought VC. They bought easily $200, $100 versus VC to get that 200K to max your guys out. That's something you can compete with. This year, if you're not planning on buying VC, it's gonna take you a while to get your player up. It's not the incentive type of program that they had last year. It was like, oh, just go to the beats party, earn 10K. That's not it anymore. It's you gotta do certain things in the game. Drop 50 points, call out Kia, get $1,000. The most you can get is 1K per endorsement. So there's different endorsement, different tiers. Once you get to those 4 tiers, there's $1,000 if you complete said challenge. Complete the challenge, you get 1,000K, but there aren't easy challenges. Obviously, the higher the tier, the higher the problem. Get 50% shooting percentage for the next 15 games in a row. That's not something you're gonna get. You gotta play 15 games just to get an extra $1,000. So getting VC this year without purchasing it is a pain. It's possible, but it's a pain. Next up, in terms of 3v3 pro, me and my friends have played a couple games of it. Obviously, we don't have max players compared to these guys that have their 90 plus builds already because they bought VC. But it won't keep record for some reason. Every time we verse somebody, it says 0 for 0. We've played at least 10 games. We've lost at least 7. Every time we go, it says 0 for 0. Best stat, nothing. Everybody has no details saved. If you check your 2K card, yeah, it says, yo, this guy lost X amount of games. However, when it comes to the actual arena, when you walk in and it shows the team names, it doesn't tell you what the difference is. Also, something I have to comment on. Come on, 2K. I love the game, but the rec center has been the same for the last like 3 years. We deserve something different. This year they changed the 5v5 pro-am court and 3 court. Instead of going to that high rise on top of that building, you're kind of playing in this arena where there's like a tiny court for your 3v3 games and you know, the extra normal court for your 5v5 game. However, Jordan Rec Center, when you walk in, you know, you try to play, there is the same exact court every year. There's 4 same courts. You know, they made no difference. You would wish they do something different. However, we can't control that. I'm still happy I get to play the game. One other thing they added that I do like a lot is the idea of pro-am, a walk-in pro-am. There is kind of a lobby. You can walk into this lobby and this guy's just chilling there. In previous 2Ks, if you wanted, you know, to get a 5th man, you had to walk around the entire park, find some dude, invite him to your squad, see if he was chilling, invite him to your party, and play with him. This year, there's dudes just walking around in the, you know, the lobby section, inviting you to their squad. You can invite them to the squad. If they don't have a team and they're looking for a 4th, 5th person to pick up, they can easily invite you to your squad. You can find guys that are actually wanting to play pro-am, not just park. To go back to what I said about comp, yeah, there is still guys doing the whole 5v5 tournaments and all that, joining 2K leagues. However, it's the same as last year. It's the same as all years. The point guard just plays ISO all the time. You sit 5 out. The guy just ISO, dribble in, dunk. Otherwise, you know, dribble in, pass it out, hit a 3, back and forth. That's really all it is. However, park is more annoying. They do the exact same thing. In my opinion, the best way we found is playing zone. There's really no chance of man-to-man. If you're going to play man-to-man, you're going to get messed up. They're going to screw it over. Play zone if you do want to win this year. Every day when I log into 2K, there is this thing happening in the event center where it's a different sort of event every, you know, day. If you don't know what the event center is, it's this tall building where you walk in, you kind of go up this bougie elevator and you go into these different levels and different stuff is happening. For example, there is no more anti-up court or cages court. There are just events that happen in the game. Obviously, anti-up where the comp guys go. If you're not, you know, just playing casual, you're not here to risk your VC. If you play the stages, it's kind of weird. You're versing AIs, you're versing mascots, stuff like that. There's wacky Wednesdays, stuff like that. They've added into the game. It's okay. I guess some guys wanted to play, you know, comp stage all the time, but you can't do that. Sadly, you have to go to these events whenever they're happening and then play. One thing one of my friends brought up is the idea that there is no more my court or, you know, my sort of house or penthouse type of thing. So his kind of thing to that was if he wins the awards, like the championship, where they're going. This year, if you want to shoot around, you can either rent a Gatorade court or there are these tiny courts in each city that you can kind of walk into, equip your basketball and start shooting around. However, the problem with those are if a guy shows up, you can easily start a game. So you got to verse him. There's no option for you to say, I don't want to play this guy. So if you do want to practice, you got to go to the Gatorade facility, rent out a court, then you can play on those. My honest opinion at the ending here is this game is indeed fun. I'm enjoying playing it. The second I have my guy grinded out, now that I can, you know, hit these shots in my career and I can actually have fun in park and pro-am, I'm having fun. When I'm a low level and no badges, this game is a pain. So you gotta stick it out and you gotta grind these badges out. Otherwise, you're gonna keep losing to guys that have max badges, no problem. There are guys that have max on 99 builds easily. There's guys that have 2 99 builds. The guys that are grinding their butts off on this game for some reason. They have 2 builds. They're crazy. In my opinion, the game is indeed fun. It brings me back to my 2K15 vibes. However, if you want it to be fun, you gotta grind. My advice to anybody that's getting the game right now during the winter break or now recently for some reason, don't buy the 200,000 VC. Make sure you buy the 75,000 VC if you are gonna buy it. It's not worth 200,000 because it costs too much. 75k can get you, you know, everything you kind of need. And max out your certain attributes, you should be good to play around. That way you can grind Minecraft and get your badges. My final opinion on the game, it's fun. If you want to get it, get it. If you're a 2K fanatic like I am, I've been playing since 2K12, 13, 14. Get it. It's fun. It's a good 2K. There are problems with it, like every game, like every 2K, there are going to be problems with it. However, like I said, it's fun. If you're looking to have fun with your boys, it's a fun game to mess around on, enjoy, win some comp games. You know, there are interesting animations this year. Post-stress and stuff like that happen very constantly. So your team, you know, kind of gets a bump in, you know, stamina, boost, motivation when one of your guys. So what if you're down by 10? Your guy gets a, you know, a post-striser where he throws down the other team. You kind of get excited and, you know, the whole attitude and the whole group just gets up. A lot of my friends have been talking about where they rank this 2K. I think it's a bit too early to rank this 2K compared to the other ones. You got to see what happens. Like I said earlier, a lot of guys are making the 6, 7, 8, 9 build. 2K usually finds a meta. Every year there is one kind of, you know, build that's overpowered, whether it be a stretch big, a point forward, whatever it is in the past. This year I think guys kind of found it early. Everybody made the exact same build off rip, and I'm sure as hell, like I said earlier, guys are going to get this game soon. Guys that recently are going to make the exact same build. So you're just going to see a bunch of more of these 6, 7, 8, 9 guys that can dribble, shoot, dunk, and all of, you know, all of the above. That being said, this is the end of the video. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe, put on those post notifications. I'm dropping 2K content on the regular, especially during winter break. I'm going to be helping you guys out that just got this game. So make sure you subscribe. It does mean the world to me. That being said, man, you guys already know who it is. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You're doing your best. It's your boy Trizzy, and I'm out. Peace.